Long ago, on a quiet morning in the holy city of Makkah, something truly special happened. In a warm, loving home, a kind woman named Amina gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Her face was glowing with happiness, and she whispered to her family, "It feels like light has filled the whole house, like I'm floating in a sea of stars." Wrapped in a soft white cloth, the newborn looked like a tiny angel fast asleep. A sweet fragrance filled the room. Everyone gathered around him, their eyes wide with wonder. "MashaAllah," they said. "What a beautiful child." But there was one thing missing. His father, Abdullah, had passed away before he was born. Though he would never meet his son, the child still had a grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, the leader of Makkah, a noble and respected man. When Abdul Muttalib heard the news, he rushed to the house. He held the baby in his arms and smiled with joy. "I will name him Muhammad," he said. "A name that will be loved by all, remembered with kindness." Amina nodded, remembering a dream she had during her pregnancy, where she was told to give this name to her son. To celebrate, Abdul Muttalib prepared a great feast and invited the poor and needy. It was a day of happiness in Makkah. The city seemed brighter, full of life, because Muhammad had arrived. But raising a baby in the hot climate of Makkah wasn't easy. At that time, it was common to send babies to the countryside, where the air was cooler and cleaner, and the children could grow strong and healthy. So Amina spoke to Abdul Muttalib, "I want to send my little one to a kind woman who can care for him in the open air." Not long after, a group of women from the desert, called wet nurses, came to Makkah looking for babies to care for, but when they heard Muhammad was an orphan, most of them walked away. "Who will pay us if he has no father?" they said. But then, a woman named Halima came. She and her husband were poor. Their donkey was slow, and their old camel gave no milk. Her own baby was crying from hunger, and Halima herself had no milk to give. Still, she came to Makkah, hoping. As she walked through the streets, she met Abdul Muttalib. "Where are you from?" he asked kindly. "From the tribe of Banu Sa'd," she replied. "And your name?" "Halima." He smiled and said, "What a beautiful name, it means gentle and kind." Then he looked into her eyes and said, "I have a grandson, his father is gone, and no one has agreed to take him. Will you?" Halima felt unsure at first, but something in her heart said yes. She turned to her husband. "We've come all this way, let's not go home empty-handed." And so, she picked up the baby. He was sleeping peacefully, wrapped in white, with a scent like flowers drifting from him. As Halima held him close, something amazing happened, her milk returned. Tears filled her eyes. She fed him for the first time and felt warmth and love she couldn't describe. Even their old donkey, who had walked so slowly before, now sped up on the way home. And their camel? It gave more milk than ever before. Her husband, Harith, looked at the child and whispered, "This baby, he brings blessings." Halima smiled. "I feel the same." When they returned to the desert, more surprises awaited them. Rain hadn't fallen in a long time. The land was dry, and animals were thin and weak. But in Halima's home, everything was different. Her goats came back full and strong, their milk pots overflowing. Her children were healthy and happy, while other kids were tired and hungry. The neighbors noticed. "What is Halima feeding her animals?" they asked their shepherds. "Why are her children so strong?" The shepherds watched closely, but saw nothing strange. Everyone's animals grazed on the same land. So they asked Halima, again and again. And she would just smile and say, "Honestly, it's not about the land or the grass. It all started the day I brought Muhammad home."